Greetings and salutations from the My One Sin podcast, and welcome back to what should be and always is another great episode. As you can see, this week we're going YouTube. I don't know if we're going to have audio only. We're probably going to just do YouTube this week. And obviously, for those of you who have joined and watched this show for many years, you know who these two gentlemen are. It's been a while. It's been a whole off season. And it's good to have them back. Gentlemen, Mr. Alex Vieta here and Brandon Hernandez joining us again for this first episode of the Dolphins season. And it's a doozy. It's a doozy because we're 2-0. We're 2-0. I love that thing. You seen that shit on Instagram? It has Tua's face. That's just awesome. That's hilarious. So many things you can do with his name. It's pretty funky.
Have you heard the latest one?
Quick, which is it? What is it?
So my friend changed his team name in fantasy football to Affinity and Beyond.
Oh Jesus! I mean, I guess
there's a guy
that's fun. Yeah, it works. I'm telling you, there's so many things you can do with his name up. So it's crazy.
There's a guy
all right, gentlemen, welcome back. Good to have you guys back. How's everything with you guys? Everything good? We good?
Yeah, chilling.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go back to all the videos that we've done, and every time I say you guys are good, it's the same thing. And I'm like, all right, so we know you're good because you're here. You're breathing, gentlemen. 2-0. Actually, no, wait. I said I'm going to stick to my plan. It's been a while.
Yes.
So, obviously, college football is also happening. We're 2 Canes fans, 1 Gator fan. You guys lost, and I feel like I lost too. So, if that's all you want to go as far as that goes, we can stop it right there and just move on. But I had to bring it out, because we got to talk. It's. And look, I got to tell you, you guys could have won that game, obviously. There was moments you guys, but they had guys out too. People act like Texas A&M didn't have any guys missing. They had 4 guys that didn't at the last minute were kicked out, 2 starters, and then they had 2 disqualifications in the game. But with all that being said, I still think you guys had a great chance to win that game. You just didn't.
Yeah,
what is it? You only kicked what? It was like 3 field goals, 4 field goals. That was it. You didn't score a touch. I stopped watching the game at a certain point. So I don't know if you scored a touch.
The problem with is they are improved in the trenches, like offensive line, defensive line. They've improved there, but they don't have playmakers. That's the problem.
They don't.
Yeah, somebody was saying like you can't be your one receiver out, and that's all that you have.
Their receivers can't get open. They can't get separation. You know what I mean? Tyler Van Dyke can have all day to throw, but if their receivers don't get open.
But are you saying that for this game, or are you saying that even the previous 2 games?
No, I'm saying period.
Did you see anything in the other games? They
played
that.
Okay, it's just they played against YMCA and Pop Warner teams before Texas A&M. So you know what I mean? Like
that's why I'm asking. Is it
but
what you saw this week?
Yeah, but if you say that on Twitter to UM fans, they get upset.
Don't get me wrong. Missing Restrepo. Missing Restrepo was big.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like.
Well, but I hate that people be like, oh, that can't be your whole offense. One guy, like you lose one guy, that you can't just fall apart on offense.
Yeah.
Most people have a second receiver, or even you guys have great tight ends. I don't know. Well, I saw you had opportunities. I thought
we used to. We have one.
Yeah, no, we don't. Gators. I thought you guys had 2. Good tight ends that you were touting all fucking offseason. At least your brother.
They don't
all these guys that
the Chardonnay Simper doesn't understand.
It's that offense is Restrepo and Mallory, bro, and the running backs. The running backs went crazy. The running backs.
Your backs. I was gonna say your running backs are.
Running backs.
I like that Knight. What is his name? Jalen
Knight.
He just came off an injury or some shit. That kid. Yeah. Yeah, that boy was
the one that I think is going to end up.
Yeah, no. I saw some stuff.
The one that I think is going to end up being the best of the group is going to be Parrish.
Yes.
I think Parrish is going to be the best one.
Seattle has both your backs, right? Seattle has Homer and the other one, Dallas, right?
DJ Dallas.
Both of them play for Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. So anyway, and like I said, Gators, we won, but it's like we lost. So for me, we lost. So I'm not even going to touch on that. Well, I'll say this. Richardson has some pains to go through, and that's fine.
Slow.
We don't have, but we don't have any talent. We don't have any receivers. I don't even know if we have a tight end on the roster because we haven't thrown to a tight end in I don't know how long. Like it's since Pitts, obviously, but you can't compare to you can't have a Pitts every year. But Man, tight ends have always been a thing that Florida has done well as well. I mean, you had a murderer, and then you have Pitts, and then what's the other one that went to Washington? So you had guys, but we have nothing. Our running backs are beasts. Our 2 running backs are solid, and that's pretty much it for and Richardson. So I don't, this year.
And Georgia.
I have no expectations.
Disgusting.
I
think no expectations of my team whatsoever this year.
The King stuff got blown out of proportion because I think I had even said, because I know we started at 13 or something like that. And there was like people looking at
13 or I think you were no, wasn't it 17?
14.
And then you moved to 13 after the wins.
14. We were 14 or
something like that, yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, we have A&M on the schedule, we got Clemson on the schedule. They could push for national championship, not championship like to win, but like to push to the playoffs. And I was like, listen, this is at the end of the day, this is Cristobal's first year. I don't want to hear nothing about the recruiting class because that's not going to kick into another 2-3 years. I think
exactly.
I think realistically is, you try to compete in the ACC this year, and everybody was like, "No, you're crazy, bro. Our team." I'm like, dude, the ACC for me is the expectation, and everybody was like, "No."
I mean, but that's all you can ask for right now. I mean, you haven't shown anything else to say let's go any farther. I mean,
they've never won an ACC,
and you don't win these big games. You can't win. You seem to lose all the big games. So yeah, but all right. So that's it. Moving on. Well, go ahead, say whatever you got to say, then we'll go out with that.
And mind you, it was a bad look for UM, bro. I mean, they started a whole new quarterback on Wednesdays when they made the switch to the new quarterback in A&M. And I mean, we played great defensively, don't get me wrong, but our offense was supposed to be our bread and butter.
Yeah, that's right.
Our offense was supposed to be our bread and butter, and we put up 9 points on a national stage. You can't do that, bro. 9 points.
Yeah.
3 field goals. And it should have been, 5? Because he missed 2 of them, didn't he?
Yeah, and you can't tell me that Restrepo changes that by himself. I'm sorry, man.
He missed 2 of them. See what I did there?
That's a good segue.
Anyway, all right, moving on. Let's talk about something positive in our football lives, because that college shit ain't working out for us right now. 2-0, gentlemen. 2-0.
2-0.
New England. We didn't get a chance to talk last week. 2-0. I should have done that. I should have put the picture behind me. That'd be hilarious. Damn, why didn't I think of that, bro? We didn't get a chance to talk last week about the New England game. Scheduling didn't let us get together, so we couldn't do it. So we'll go over a little bit. I wasn't thrilled with the New England game at all. I mean, we only scored 7 points technically on offense, or whatever, 13 or whatever the fuck it was. But you know what? That's how you win games. You don't always. Hey, your defense came through. Your offense played well enough. You didn't turn the ball over, and you got turnovers. So it wasn't bad, but like you said on Twitter, and I remember, Brandon, you were like, "Oh, everybody expected this shit to be a fucking, to just go out there and fucking put up 40 or whatever." No, I didn't expect that, but I'm sure a lot of people did because of
I didn't expect it week 2, to be honest.
Yep.
Nobody expected what happened in the second half of week 2, but so yeah, just me. Like I said, me personally, I wasn't thrilled with it. I thought that we could have done better offensively, but again, no turnovers. And we scored enough to win. That's what matters. Scored enough to win, and we looked good on defense. So I'll run around the room here and get your thoughts on the New England game. Alex, we'll come to you first, sir.
The New England game, I mean, the defense was fantastic. Javon Holland was there. Brandon Jones is much improved. Love that guy, bro. I love that guy. Love both those guys. Brandon Jones is much improved. I know we're going to get into the Ravens game in a minute, but if I had a concern about the defense is the pass rush. I'm not very happy about right now. Because when we face Josh Allen this weekend and beyond, we can't give these guys all day to throw the ball. Eventually, we're going to play good offenses. And look what Lamar Jackson did. Even though they lost, I mean, the guy was, incredible. And yeah. Josh Allen is, probably right now, what, the MVP of the league right now, if we can say it, maybe top 2 player in the league, I would say, right?
Yeah.
So if it was to be given today, yeah, you can't deny it.
And we just can't. The pass rush is I'm kind of shocked, because I thought that would be one of our strengths this year on defense, and it seems like we're not getting to the quarterback.
I thought Phillips would be. I'm with you. I thought the defensive ends would. It was the same guys that we had last year.
Yeah.
So and they were getting to the quarterback last year. So what's the different? What's different this year?
Yeah.
At least in the first 2 games, it feels like our safeties and our corners are getting to the quarterback more than the D line is.
Right, and offensively, bro. I mean, the offensive line, what an improvement.
Yeah.
Armstead, what a difference. Connor Williams, I'm shocked. I didn't think it was gonna be that much of a difference, but man,
They're opening some holes. These guys are getting through some of these holes that they got. I mean, we don't have I wouldn't say we have a complete running game yet,
right?
Obviously,
no,
but
it's a work in
there's
progress.
some flashes. I see some flashes.
Yeah. Mostert looks really fast.
I like Edmonds too. Let me tell you, I'm impressed by him a little bit.
If I don't want to see Gaskin or Salvin Ahmed on the field ever again.
Oh man, why are they even on the team, bro? Why did we get rid of Sony Michel? I would have kept Sony Michel and gotten rid of those two guys.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Those three.
And the first game, I'm not expecting 500 yards total offense, 50 points. Some people are unrealistic online, But as you can see, look what happened in Baltimore, which we're gonna get into now. But I mean, the first game, I wasn't expecting an explosion on offense, But that fourth down call by McDaniels, as Tyreek Hill said, a wheelbarrow, of cojones, Flores. There's no way on hell. I don't care who we are as a fan. No way he goes for that. Flores, not even close. You know what I mean?
Flores doesn't sign Tyreek Hill either.
Yeah, exactly. So it was amazing, bro. I mean, I know we'll get into Baltimore now, but I'll give it to Brandon.
Brandon, go ahead.
I was really impressed with the New England game. I think once McDaniel kind of just saw what the defense was doing, there wasn't no really sense of urgency to really push anything. Offense moved the ball for the most part. That's all you can ask for really week one. And yeah, I agree, man, that 4th and 7. And I think it was a mixture of two. I think it was a mixture of, he trusts the offense, he trusts the quarterback, and it was a mixture of, okay, well,
he liked the play call too.
If we don't get it, they get the ball at the 50. And which I was actually saying that in the stadium was, why not just pin them back with 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts, and you go into halftime 10-0.
Because that's Brian Flores thinking.
Yeah. So as if you don't get it, they 2 plays puts them in field goal range, and now you're going 10-3 at half. But I mean, it just kind of shows what coach is. But you know what? I've been dying for a coach finally in Miami that plays to win, not plays not to lose.
I agree completely. Well, he said it in the press conference too. It was a play that they had been practicing. He was confident in the play, and Tua made a perfect pass. It was the only place he could put it where that play could have continued was right where he put it. That's it. Yeah. If he goes a little high, if he gets a little behind him, he's not breaking through those 2 guys, and he's taking off. So everything worked out perfect. And I agree, cojones, like Tyreek says, cojones or whatever the fuck he said. That shit was hilarious.
But no, other than that, I mean, the pass rush, I think it'll eventually come. I was telling Alex earlier today that I was complaining about the pass rush throughout the game. I mean, bro, it's tough, man. With Lamar, man, those numbers, you're not really gonna see it. But then they have this thing where the pass rush numbers come out at the end, and Phillips won on 47% of his pass rush snaps. So it's he won them, but he's not finishing the play, and that has a lot to do with Lamar Jackson, man. I mean,
let me ask you a question real quick. What's the deal with Byron Jones? How long is he out for?
He's just gonna be the 4 weeks.
Okay. I mean, because I heard I still haven't seen what's his face take the field. Thank God. Wait, I'm still where's the
It's coming.
Let me tell you, some of these young guys, bro. Some of these young guys are stepping up, but I think the pass rush will come. I wanted to come quicker than him returning because he's still a good cornerback and he didn't get the ball thrown much his way last year. So if him and X on both sides, at least that should give the pass rush some time to get to the quarterback. I mean, and bro, I think in our secondary to me is
no, it's top notch.
It's top notch. Even without Byron Jones, it's still top notch. And this kid stepping up, Kuku, whatever the fuck his name is, Kuku, that guy. And there's another kid. What's the kid's name? Oh no, that was him.
Keon Crossan is also good too.
Yes, he made the team. Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to make the team. I thought he did some flashes in the preseason.
If we had Thrill Williams too, bro, but unfortunately he got hurt in preseason. Thrill Williams was good in preseason.
If Thrill Williams didn't get hurt, bro, that's a big piece, man.
Yeah, that would have been.
What do you think about our Ingram, his play so far? I thought he's been impressive. He had 2 penalties too that. I think he had some big penalties in the Baltimore game. He's been pretty
productive. I mean, just his
He looks so weird too with no gloves, nothing. He's an Aki looking guy.
I like the old school, no gloves. Old school.
Yeah, no gloves, nothing. He just looks like he has a dad body. He doesn't even look like he's in shape.
I said that I think he'll be a pretty productive pass rusher, but I did say when we signed him that just our run defense is going to be a lot better just with him alone.
Right.
That's what he's the best at. Is setting the edge and in the run game. That's where he makes his money at.
I mean, Baltimore, other than the big run by Jackson, they didn't really move the ball that well on the ground. I mean, I don't remember that being a theme of the game for them offensively.
No.
He was beating us in the air. So,
Right.
dude, that first half, bro, I was pissed. I was tweeting all kinds of shit. I was like, I'm done. This team ain't going nowhere this year.
Everyone believed
this is all a bunch of bullshit.
Everybody.
Yes,
Everybody
at halftime I said we're not going to win this game. We're not winning this because I didn't see us stopping them from scoring, and we can't obviously exchange scores with them at that point because we're behind.
Yeah.
And man, so okay. Obviously, the first half was horrible. Two interceptions.
Let me ask you guys a question. Before we get into the Ravens game.
Go ahead.
What game was better to you guys as a fan? The Miracle or this one?
I mean, this one, because this one means more in the sense that we have the Miracle game. Where were we at that point in the season?
No, the Miracle game put us into the 6th spot going into the following week. So it put us in the playoff spot.
But we didn't make the playoffs.
Mind you, really, I said this game as well, but I put it close just because the Miracle was
the Miracle. It was the play that made it like that was ridiculous play. Like nobody. So to me they're two different things. So they're both 1A, 1B maybe, or 1A, 1A and a half. I don't know how you want to look at it, but this is to me more significant because it was like a whole fucking like we came back in the 4th quarter. We were still down 3 touchdowns. In fact, with 12 something to go, we were down 3 touchdowns. Okay, and let me tell you something. We got lucky that boy dropped that interception.
Yep.
Okay, because that would have changed everything. I think that would have killed our momentum. Would have gotten sucked out of us right then and there, and they would have killed the clock or whatever they had to do. And I think we would have started playing that old Dolphin type play where the defense is not holding it. They're trying to do too much on that to try to get the ball back or whatever. And that would have cost. So, but hey, that's part of the game. How many interceptions haven't we fucking dropped? Or how many other opportunities that we've missed?
The one by Xavier Howard that would have tied the game.
That would have been a pick. Yeah, that was a pick 6. He was gone.
Yeah, that was
gone. He was gone. So but look at that stuff. Everything that happened, the way it happened. I mean,
no, I don't think nobody's saying the Dolphins won because Marcus Williams dropped a pick.
No, of course not. Because we were only down a touchdown at that point, right? I think.
Yeah.
So, and there was still time on the clock. That's to say we couldn't have stopped them and had 2 minutes to go down the field.
No.
You sure?
We were down 2. We were down 2 touchdowns.
Sure? I just watched the game yesterday.
The next play, I think we hit an incomplete, and then the following play was the first bomb to Tyreek.
The first Tyreek bomb? Okay, I thought it was already.
First of many this year.
Well, that one scared me a little too because it was short, like a little short, and he had to slow down a little bit, but whatever, dude. Dude, I don't know, bro. That second half was just incredible, bro. Incredible. And not even the second half so much, more like the 4th quarter obviously was just because you're still down 2-3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. But to make that comeback, and then the defense stepped up, obviously. They couldn't get anything else done. Which that was halftime adjustments, obviously. Look, bro, McDaniel, I don't want to get too crazy and too hype and all that bullshit, but I mean he's 2-0 as a head coach. 2 games that even some people thought we'd lose to New England. I know some people you're gonna be like, no, but there's plenty of people who probably they're not gonna be New England. Why not? But whatever. And obviously nobody thought we'd beat Baltimore.
First 2 wins as a head coach.
People have been talking about the first 4 games of the season, and they definitely didn't think that Baltimore was going to be one of the wins. I'm just saying.
First 2 wins as a head coach, Belichick and Harbaugh.
That's crazy, right?
And
he's so cool, man. He's cool. He's calm.
I can't remember the last time a Dolphins team scored 4 straight touchdowns on offense, bro. 4. And I can't tell you the last time because when Tucker kicked the field goal to go up by 3 with 2:18, I was like, oh, this game's over. They fucked up.
When was the last time this team had an explosive
Somebody said some of that
offense?
shit on Twitter, too.
When did that happen?
See, but now, hold on. I need to see this again, though.
No, I know, but when was the last time
I don't want to get no.
When was the last time his team had explosive
Marino.
Saying.
Marino, Clayton, Duper. Like this guy said, Pat McAfee, whoever, or Sean Payton said it.
We had 550 yards on offense. That hasn't happened since Marino.
We have
as a team.
I would have never. I mean, when was the last time we put 400 yards? I don't know. It seems like a lot for us. And I was saying it on Twitter too because I was pissed, man. I'm like Geno Smith threw that touchdown to his tight end. It was a beautiful thing. And I'm like, we don't score like that. This team doesn't score like that. We fucking have to fight for all our fucking shit. But that wasn't the case Sunday. Boy, this boy was, dude. Him and Waddle, bro, are just sick, bro.
That's dynamic, bro.
You can't stop.
I'm telling you,
you can't double team nobody.
I had a bold prediction that Tua and Waddle will be just as good or better during and later on in their careers than Allen and Diggs.
They got a head start on them, so
right.
So that connection is just.
And I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
I think I even said it to you guys separately. I said even with the addition of Tyreek, Waddle will still be our best receiver.
He's getting the
Bro, look,
he's getting a majority of the attention.
They can both make the Pro Bowl.
They're both gonna have.
I mean, I think they're both gonna. If they keep this up, yeah.
They're top.
Yeah, they're both gonna have 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy, bro.
You can't double both of them every single snap. You can't.
Somebody's gonna be open, and if they're not open, somebody underneath or somebody else will.
By the way, when was the last time a Miami Dolphin offensive playmaker made a Pro Bowl? Was it Chris Chambers? Was it Chris Chambers?
They had one.
Or Jay Ajayi, or no? Did Jay Ajayi make the Pro Bowl?
He did.
I think he did.
Waddle made it last year too.
Oh, well, did he?
Did he? I don't even follow.
I mean, I would expect him to
anymore, but
no, I mean Brandon Marshall made a Pro Bowl twice. I think Mike Wallace made the Pro Bowl his second year. Yeah.
Mike Wallace. Oh my God.
Mike Wallace.
You know what's funny about that? Mike Wallace. A quick story. You remember? Diego? Like you've met him a couple times at the game.
Yeah.
That year that we signed him, he was at the store on the draft night buying a Mike Wallace jersey. I remember that. I'll never forget that shit.
I have two Mike Wallace jerseys. I love that guy.
I loved him too when he came, but he didn't do shit.
Mike Wallace. Yo.
Be real. Nothing came of it, is what I mean, you know?
I loved him. And there was a year that Kenny Stills had like 850 yards and 12 touchdowns, and he didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, he was big.
He should have.
12 touchdowns.
I like Kenny Stills.
Who the hell threw him 12 touchdowns?
You mean
on our team?
Yeah, in 2016. No, here in 2016 he had 12 touchdowns. In 2016.
Kenny Stills?
When we made the playoff, he had 12 touchdowns. Look it up. Well, Kenny Stills 2016.
Jay Ajayi was on the team too, right?
Yeah. That's the
year Tannehill unfortunately got hurt.
I gotta look at that shit.
Kenny Stills 12 touchdowns.
I don't know why I have a hard time believing that shit, but we'll see. What year you said?
Let's see. 2016.
Why didn't I give it to me? Hold on, 2016. Yeah, Miami Dolphins, 700 and something yards. Hold on. Where you at, biatch?
Like 11 or 12, something like that. He had double digits though.
I don't want 2016, right? Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, 2016.
Seven.
He had 9 touchdowns. 9 touchdowns.
Was it 9? I thought he had more.
9 touchdowns. I mean, it's still a lot for that.
Yeah, he didn't have any. He has no multiple touchdown seasons. Only the highest one was 9.
That's still good. That's still good.
Yeah, I was like 12, man. That seems a little high for me. I would think I would have remembered that, even me. So, okay. I mean, yes, we're excited. Obviously, I think what I would like to see from the running backs, though, real quick, is I'd like to see one of these guys separate themselves a little bit. But I don't know if they're both going to be this, productive, like enough to help the offense. Then fuck it, bro. It is what it is. But I don't know, man. I'm old school. I like that one running back that dominated for you and shit. And you had other guys that came in to spell them, but
I don't really think Shanahan has ever had a one horse as a running back in his career. I think in Atlanta when he went to Super Bowl, he had Freeman and.
What'd you say? Shanahan?
Yeah, because remember, he's been with Shanahan his entire life. Shanahan, it doesn't have that one running back system. Remember, even when they went to the Super Bowl.
No.
When they went to the Super Bowl.
I mean, that's why this guy brought Moser from San Francisco with him.
Yeah,
he also has that. What is that? What's that guy's Kraft? What is that guy's name? The tight end?
Craycraft. No, that's a funny name, bro.
Yeah, that guy's solid. That guy's solid, bro.
And Sherfield is not bad either. Sherfield is not bad.
Yeah,
but I want to see the rookie, dude. I want to see the rookie. He impressed me in preseason.
He's not gonna get playing time because these guys are familiar with the offense.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I know, but I mean, fuck, bro. He looked good in the preseason.
They have to keep him on the active roster because eventually he'll be a.
He's active. Has he been active all this time? All these 2 games?
No,
okay.
He hasn't been active.
They had to put him on the roster though because they want to keep him because he's good.
Yeah.
He'll play eventually. I said it. I think he's gonna play. I think between week 7 and week 9, he'll start getting in the game.
Right, let me tell you,
I would
this
like
guy.
to see him. Look, you know what? Put him to return punts because I'm tired of seeing Holland return punts. I'm not trying to get that guy hurt out there returning some stupid ass punt. I hate that shit. I hate when he returns kicks, man.
I don't know why.
Why don't you just put some backup running back or some backup receiver?
Because they want explosive plays out of that.
I don't know why. Yeah, but he's an explosive safety, and I don't want him getting hurt on some stupid punt.
Right.
Fuck that shit. Put somebody else back there that's faster and fucking. I get it. He did it in college, and he was obviously pretty good enough to for them to let him do it here. But I don't want him to get hurt, man. That guy's a pimp.
The one I don't like.
Fucking
The one I
McDaniel's a
don't
pimp.
like is fucking Mostert returning kicks, bro.
Nah.
Like I'd rather have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I get it.
I don't know why. To me, the best when I think of returning kicks, position wise, I wide receiver is what I think of. Like that to me, that should be the ultimate kick returner. Should be a wide receiver to me. Their size,
they don't want to just.
running backs are a little smaller. They take a good hit.
I mean, are you okay with putting Waddle or Tyreek back there?
No.
Exactly. They don't want to just fucking.
But that's why I said you put some backup receiver. Look, the rookie, but the rookie to return kicks.
Oh,
Okay,
the rookie's not that fast, bro. You don't want to just.
I'm just saying, like, just throw somebody out there that isn't your start.
You don't want to just kick the fucking special teams unit off. Like, oh, but this doesn't matter. Here you go, bye. Like,
I'm not saying it, but find somebody that is special at that. Like, look, remember what was his name? Dante Hall. He didn't do shit as a wide receiver. Yeah, I know. I went back on that one. He didn't do shit as a wide receiver.
I mean, we don't have that. We don't have that.
Let's try to find it. Let's one of these guys that's sitting there on the bench. Throw him out there in practice. See what he can do.
We don't have
now.
that.
Look, Devin Hester too. That guy didn't have a position. He didn't have a position. He was that. That's what he did. And he didn't suck as a receiver. And he was, I don't know. Those guys, Dante Hall too, didn't suck as a receiver.
If Devin Hester would have played now in the modern day offense, they would have
used him differently.
He would have been a badass receiver, bro.
I think they would have used him like a,
like Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, correct. Because he has that body type. He's like half running back, half receiver type of a hybrid. I think.
Half man.
Well, body wise, I mean, like he has that. I think he could do both and take hits and do that, and then he return kicks. But they don't have those guys out there anymore. But try to find him. One of these guys, bro.
I can't.
Or you know what? Waste a 7th round pick on a kid from some small college that's a fucking flyer, and that's all he does. And fuck it, let's go.
Get a track star.
I mean, who's the guy who was returning kicks for Jakeem Grant? Look at that right there. Let's bring him back.
There's gonna be some of these games where it's gonna be close, and we're getting the ball with like a minute 30 left tie game, and you know who's gonna be back there returning the punt? Number 10.
I've seen that shit too. You got to be, but has he? I wonder what his numbers are on returning kicks for his career if he's done it often. I don't know. Maybe
he did it a lot. He did it a lot at the beginning of his career, and then I think Reed used them how I just said it. Like if it's like a big moment in a game where it's tied, a little like a minute left on the clock, and they want a big play, they'll go ahead and do that. But
yeah, well, I'm sick of seeing Holland do it. So I'm just saying, Dolphins, if you're listening to me, put somebody else back there.
Mike McDaniel, change it up.
Look, you know what? Did Teddy Ginn retire yet? Let's bring him back. I'll sign him for fucking for the season just to return kicks for us. Fuck it. That boy never dropped no kicks though. Shit. So okay, so obviously we all are happy about what happened on the Baltimore game. You don't want to win like that every week. Obviously, you don't want to be down 27, 28-7 going into halftime every week. And you sure as hell don't want it this weekend because if that might be Lightning does strike twice, but it ain't gonna strike twice for us. I don't think so, especially against Buffalo, who is coming in here next week.
On Sunday, after like the numbers started coming in, and you won't see this type of comeback in the fourth quarter for at least 15 or more years.
This was sick. This was crazy.
You just won't see
a crazy ass
comeback,
dude.
15 years, teams going into the fourth quarter 3-point with a 3-touchdown lead, 711-0. We're the only team to do that last 15 years.
Jesus.
That's insane, dude. Dude, just to think, we'll get into Buffalo quick in a minute, but just to think that we were down. I still say it in my head. I watched the game yesterday because I had to see it again. 3 touchdowns in the fourth. 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We're down 3 touchdowns still.
It's refreshing.
And that's every year up to this point we would have said we're done.
It's refreshing.
And just to show how explosive
I agree.
Just to show how explosive Tyreek is. Go back to the fourth quarter when the clock was like at 8:25 and his stats come up. You know how many yards he had with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter?
Who, Tyreek?
40,
160.
48.
No, no, I thought you were talking about another time that they showed it.
48 yards with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You know what he finished with? 191.
191, yeah. Yeah, I actually said because he wasn't on the field. Was he on the field for the touchdown, the winning touchdown? I don't remember. I think he was.
Yes. Yeah, he was on the
field.
field.
Because I was gonna say they could have given him those 9 yards and shit, so he can get that 200 mark.
He was in the slot. He was in the slot.
Okay. I thought he was. Cause I know he was cramping and shit. He wasn't the only one. At least the Baltimore guys were cramping. Bro, that was funny when the guys were on the field talking to her, like when he beat him on that one, on that second one. I'm like, you don't see that often where the pros are looking at each other like, yeah, but I mean, you got God, bro. Tua got you.
That guy's
speed
is on another level.
I was watching the Herd the other day, or not the other day, yesterday.
Oh god!
And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, what happened? You were just throwing to wide open receivers. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, every game, every time the Dolphins win, it seems like they create a new excuse. That's all they do, bro. Oh, any quarterback can make that throw.
It's like they want Tua to say before the throw, hey, sorry, he's open, but here's the ball. Like, what the fuck?
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's
No,
ridiculous.
Herbert, I think Herbert threw that pick 6 and shit, and they were like, oh, no. But then people were like, if Tua did that shit, you'd crucifying his ass.
Yeah, they would have said, start Skylar Thompson.
Oh, speaking of
that, Rick, hold on. Before you say anything, I wish he was the number 2 guy. I'm just saying, I don't want Teddy Bridgewater out there, bro.
Speaking of Herbert, I never seen Herbert throw 6 touchdowns in a game.
Well, I mean, that doesn't happen a lot, though. Come on, it's not like it happens every fucking day,
Just saying.
But that's insane.
Tua did it. But Justin Herbert did not do it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Tua in clutch situations, game winner. Herbert in clutch situations, pick 6, 99 yards.
Pick 6.
Well, look, we're 10-1, aren't we? In the last whatever games.
10-1.
People don't talk about that, but you gotta
listen.
I get it. We came from Flores to this. Sorry, I'll get you in a second. We came from Flores to this, so at least that kept coming with us. But this is a different team. This is a different atmosphere with this guy, bro. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying if we beat, I would say right now probably the best team in the AFC this Sunday. I don't see a loss, bro, till like almost December.
Yeah, but let's not get crazy. We've been here on this mic and we said the same shits.
One game at a time.
Nah, we said it last year too, and I think we hit on it, bro. We said it last year. We said it last year that I don't really see a loss, like even at 1-7 or when we beat the Patriots.
We say that. We said that last year, and we went 0 when we started the season. What?
1-7.
1-7. Yeah, but we said that same shit last year. I don't see.
Yeah, but after we beat Baltimore, we were like, bro, if we beat Baltimore, we have a chance to make a run, and we won 8 in a row.
And look, and that's another thing. The last 2 years, we've been at the last week or two with an opportunity to make the playoffs. Yep. People talk a lot of shit, but that's this kid too. I mean, bro, it's just a totally different team, bro.
Do you guys think it's gonna be a shootout on Sunday, or kind of like a?
You know what? Give me a shootout. I'll take a shootout.
I kind of want it. I kind of want a shootout.
Well, I don't think we're gonna pull them out.
Not to that level, but.
I don't think we're gonna shut them down like that. That they're not gonna put up points on us. Like
I kind of want to see like that back and forth game.
Me too. These are the two best quarterbacks in the division. Obviously, you know that, and 2 of the top QBs in the conference.
It's gonna be interesting, bro, because
they're young. Yep. So they can have this battle for years, like Marino and Kelly and shit.
Oh.
So yeah, what the fuck? Let's get a shootout going. I mean, obviously as long as we win, but
it's possible. Because
I want it. I'll take it.
If Buffalo has a weakness, their running game is not great either. They don't have a running game but defensively, their DBs are not that great. Yeah. Like cornerbacks. I'm not saying safeties.
They got that one guy that scares me for some reason. That guy and the other one. Oh, he's out?
They're hurt.
And that the red bone, what's his name? Williams? No.
Poyer.
Poyer's a safety.
No, the other guy. There's another guy they have there. What's his name, bro?
Micah Hyde got hurt. He got hurt.
There you go. My worries are over. Let's go.
I don't think he's playing.
And then for Buffalo on offense, Gabriel Davis might not play, and that's their deep.
I already heard that he wasn't playing.
He didn't play Monday night against Tennessee.
No, I think I already heard that he wasn't playing this week.
But he's their deep threat. So,
I mean, that didn't seem to bother him.
No.
Yesterday.
I mean, it's gonna.
Tennessee's tough, bro. I mean,
yeah, they're garbage.
But their defense is usually pretty good. So.
Yeah, they beat us. They beat us last year.
I mean, it's not our defense.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Tannehill. You think he's done? You think Tannehill's done? Yeah. I don't know. People are saying that he might be done. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one game, though. I mean, you don't have Derrick. And Derrick, I think, you know what? Fuck talking about Tannehill. I think Derrick Henry's done. Honestly. I'm sorry. I don't see that guy being what he was at all. Not even close anymore. I don't know. He's a big guy, and that injury, that's a lot of, I don't know.
Bro, I just don't see Buffalo, like, we have 2 guys that can spread the field. Like they can't keep up.
No team. There's no
up.
team that can cover those guys.
There's only one thing that worries me, and our O-line played great on Sunday. Don't get me wrong, but one thing that worries me is Buffalo's D-line.
No, they're good.
To be honest.
Let me ask you, that's the Jordan Phillips that we drafted?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and Von Miller is fucking incredible.
I didn't even know he went to ball. I didn't even know he had gone to.
He's a wrecking ball right now, and Russo's doing good too.
Yeah, Russo's doing pretty good as well.
Yeah, fucking Jordan Phillips, bro.
But
he did all right for us.
He was okay, but bro, for us, dude, we gotta pressure Josh Allen. The guy has all day to throw. I'm sorry,
but he can
bro.
move.
Like,
remember, he can move
no,
too.
I know, but he's not Lamar Jackson.
So what's your? You still on your? Brandon, you're still on your Josh Allen, whatever quarterback, or have you?
I don't think I think he's a great quarterback. I think he's a really good quarterback. But like I said, bro. I mean, I saw throws yesterday.
I'll go back to the tape.
I saw some throws yesterday that I was like, man, if Tua makes those throws, even if they were touchdowns, he's getting crucified for it as well.
Yeah, that's not gonna change, bro. That's not gonna change. They're always gonna do that to us. Our own fans do it. So what the fuck? Why wouldn't the rest of the fucking
look? I will say this though: if Tua goes on to have this big season, which I think he will be, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, whatever it is,
from your mouth to God's ears, brother.
Yeah,
whatever it is, I better not hear the excuse of he has Tyreek Hill because.
But you're going to. You're going to.
Before
it took him getting the weapons to be productive.
Well, okay, hold on. But then if that happens his third year, now I want you to go back and I want you to say, well, I want you to go look at Josh Allen's first 2 years and then see what happens when he got Diggs. And then go from there.
Because before he got Diggs, you were on the thing about he was not a good quarterback. He sucks.
He had double the.
No, go ahead, Ali. Oh.
Go ahead.
He had double the worst 2 years than Tua did.
I know. You said he sucked. You thought he was no good. And that's why I went to you and I asked you because you heard me. I always said from the beginning, I like this kid. I think this kid's going to be really good. From the moment he got drafted, I said he was going to be really good quarterback. I don't know why. I liked it. I saw his film. There was something about him that I liked. And then he went to the right place, I think, too.
And I mean, he came back from a hip injury. That's not something that you heal overnight, bro. A hip is like all your torque, all your movement.
Wait, you're talking about
Tua.
Oh, I was talking about Allen, but okay.
No, I'm saying like, bro.
Oh, okay, that's another thing. Listen, people forget that if he doesn't get hurt, he's the number one pick that year. We're not even having this conversation because he wouldn't have been on our team if he doesn't get hurt. We might have had Herbert if he doesn't get hurt.
Bro, listen, a lot of things came through for us that year, bro. If the Bengals weren't the first pick, they wouldn't have drafted Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow probably wouldn't go number one. If it was because he's an Ohio kid. If it was another team, they probably would have got someone else. I don't know.
No, so everything fell into place for us. We didn't have to trade the pick or anything. Right. He landed at us. And look, I hope it works out. I hope that this is the turning point for him. I don't want to go through this quarterback carousel, especially after losing that first round pick for next year that we still have one, but now you're like, what is that pick anyway? Do we know yet or
San Francisco's pick?
I know we don't know what it is yet, but I'm saying that's not ours. It's the San Fran pick. Okay.
Correct.
Well, and then we expect them to have a decent season, no?
Well, they don't have Trey Lance anymore.
Yeah, but they still have. Well, he was starting over Jimmy G.
Yeah. He got. Why? But Trey Lance, they believed in Trey Lance, but he got hurt.
Played well
out for the year. He's out for the year.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, but I thought he played well last year.
I thought that was a terrible pick. That I don't understand how, because from what I heard and read,
and they almost traded him.
Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones at 3. But
I think that was a bunch of smoke screen stuff.
Ownership said, no, we like Trey Lance. This is what we're going with. Sorry, deal with it.
I think that was smoke screen.
Trey Lance, that guy hasn't played football in almost 2 years. And he's from a really small school.
Small.
He's played no competition.
He's from the same school that Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, right, exactly. I would have taken Mac Jones or Justin Fields before Trey Lance, my opinion. But I mean,
and they almost traded Jimmy G away. They were trying to trade his ass. I thought he had a good year last year for them. I don't understand why he.
There were Dolphin fans on Twitter before this season started. Oh, let's trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
I didn't see that. Thank God, I would have started saying.
No, there's a lot of people. A lot of people are saying, "Yeah, bro, Jimmy G will be good here with Mike McDaniel." Blah blah blah. The familiarity. Like, no thanks. No.
All right, real quick, predictions. Let's get it. I want to see what you guys think about Sunday. What do you think is going to happen Sunday? Let's get a number. Let's get a score. Even if you think we're going to lose, be safe. Who gives a fuck? But I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go with Brandon first and let Alex. I see him over there. He looked hyped when I said it. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this." So I'm gonna give him a second to breathe and gather his thoughts. So Brandon, go ahead.
Going off the momentum of the fucking historical game we just had, I'm gonna go 31-28 Dolphins.
Awesome.
Okay, Alex.
I got Miami.
Man,
30.
Are...
I got Miami winning in overtime, 36-30. Tyreek Hill with a TD to
so we don't kick the extra point. Do we? They don't kick the extra point in overtime.
That's it.
I was like, wait, 6?
A walk-off touchdown by Tyreek Hill to win the game. How crazy would that be?
Yeah, I'm not gonna predict shit. I don't want to. I'm not, because I don't think I don't know. I don't want to. My prediction is gonna suck, and I don't want to do it. So
go ahead, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I know. I want to win. Obviously, I want to win.
Yeah, I mean,
but Buffalo looks good, man, on both sides of the ball. I think.
How many touchdowns will Tua throw Sunday?
3.
Okay, man. You know what the thing is, bro? How we started that game on Sunday, how we finished it. It's still like doesn't feel like it's something that's just naturally gonna start happening. Right. I need to see it again, but I need to see it from the beginning, not in the second half.
Right.
And so, if he comes out and he's looking good and they're moving the ball, then yeah, I mean, obviously there's always a chance. And I'm not saying that we can't beat them. We have the weapons to do it, and the defense to do it too. But they're good. They're really good. And Allen scares me because he can run and throw. Like, he can do it all. He's a big boy too, you know, and he's not slow for a big boy like that. And, you know, and I trust our defense, but they're really good, man. They're really good.
So what's your prediction, bro? It's okay.
I think we lose a close game. I think we lose a close game.
We already know you're gonna pick Buffalo just by your tone. So what's the score?
I think we lose a close game. And I'll be okay with that.
What'll be the number? Low scoring, higher scoring?
No, I think we're gonna put. Shit might even be a shootout. I don't know. I can't go off last week because that kind of shit doesn't happen all the time. When was the last time let me ask you something. When was the last time we even scored 42 points in a game? Shit. All right, let's go. 28-24. Fuck it. Not a shootout. 27-24. They stop us as we go down the field to kick a field goal, and we don't get in range, and game over.
I'll tell you what, they lose like that. They'll be talking about us a lot. So,
listen, if we're gonna lose, I want to lose a close game, shootout, however you want to do it, 9-6 or 45-40, 8 or whatever the fuck. I'm okay with either one, but at least the shootout shows us that we can score with anybody, and they have a good defense. So this is also a test. This is also a barometer of what our offense is gonna be after this game. And, okay, when we play Thursday night, I think the next day is Thursday against the Bengals. Mm-hmm. A short week. Fuck. Okay.
Since he doesn't look good, bro.
No, I don't. But it's on the road. That's the only thing I don't like. I prefer having been home for that one.
I just hope we're healthy, because, that's going to be tough 3 days later, bro, after a Buffalo game.
It doesn't look good, bro. Like,
it depends, yeah, because it's probably going to be a very physical game for everybody.
They don't look good.
We might have some guys out for Thursday.
I don't think Cincy looks that good, bro, to be honest.
But listen, bro, we win on Sunday.
Don't get me wrong. When the schedule came out, I was worried about that game. Against
the Cincinnati game? I wouldn't sit here and say it. I wouldn't worry about it now. I mean, it's a Thursday night game, and we're going to be coming off of either a win or a loss, but it's going to be a tough fight against Buffalo. So even if Cincy's not that good right now, I'd still worry about it.
I mean,
because they're professionals, and it's a short week, and you're on the road, and that place is not an easiest place to play either, I would say.
The only difference is you have to travel. But at the end of the day, both teams got to play on Thursday. It's not like the Dolphins play on Thursday and the Bengals.
No, I get that. All right. But maybe they don't have such a physical game or such a I think it's going to be a battle on Sunday.
Yeah.
No, I think
if it isn't a blowout by either side, which I don't think we can blow. I don't think we would blow them out. There's a good chance they could do it to us, but our defense is good, so maybe not. But
when the schedule came out, I don't know what you guys are. I know me and Alex both said, bro, if we go 2-2, Miami's gonna do damage.
I agree. That would be the ideal situation for us.
After the Bengals game, you have the Jets, the Vikings, the Steelers, the Lions, the Bears, the Browns with fucking Brissett, and the Texans. That's 8 games.
So
1, 2.
now that you're talking about the schedule, what I heard was the first 4 games we had like the third hardest schedule in the first 4 games, and then from week 5 to 12 is like the easiest in the league, and then the other remaining games are like whatever. But
I know right here, I know. Me and Alex, I'm sure you said the same thing. If Miami goes 2-2. Those first victory. 4,
that's a win.
They're in the best position of any team. And what happens? We already took care of the 2.
At least you took care of one that should have been might have been a loss, which is Baltimore. So now, even if we lose to Buffalo, obviously we're 2-1. It's just it's a division game, though. That's the thing that I don't want to fall too far in the division either. I mean, it's the race is between us. New England sucks, and the Jets suck. So this is between us and Buffalo.
Bold prediction. If Miami wins on Sunday, we're winning the division.
I mean, listen, we're gonna be 3-0 and 1-0 in the division. No, 2-0 in the division, and one of those wins is gonna be against Buffalo. So even if they beat us in the next game, it's a tie, and then we go to the tiebreak, and that can go either way. There, that ain't So yeah, I don't. That's bold and very very likely.
We win on Sunday. We're winning the AFC East.
I don't disagree with you.
And we'll be having a playoff game at Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh,
that'll be crazy. So,
somebody has to make a McDaniel like meme with the wheelbarrow on the nuts and shit like that, bro. I wear that shit.
It says something about Coco Jones on that bitch somewhere.
Coco Jones.
That's hilarious. All right, gentlemen, we've made our predictions. We've said what we have to say. And the only thing we can do now is just wait for them to go out on the field and take care of business, hopefully. So it's always the shit to have you guys back. Next week, we'll get back on it. We'll figure out a scheduling. But it was a good show. Obviously, because we won. Because if we would have lost, this would have sucked. So this would have been especially if we would have lost like that. Because I don't know, man. I didn't think they were going to stop scoring on us in the second half. But, hey. The football gods smiled on us that day.
Sucked to come all the way back to tie and to lose the game. That probably would have hurt more than the blowout.
Yeah, because you put all that effort to come back and still lost. Like that would have sucked.
Like I said, once they went for the field goal, which they had no choice, but once they hit the field goal to go and I saw 2:18, I was like, man, just.
But let me tell you, if it was like because the penalty only gave them the 5 yards, they were still 4 yards. It was still 4th and 4 if they would have declined it and gone for it. But if it would have been closer, they probably would have gone for it.
Yeah.
If it would have been 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, they probably would.
Well, I would have been. I think he would have kicked it anyways. I mean, bro, it's risky. We've already stopped them on 2 4th downs.
I guess, and there was 2 minutes or whatever the hell it was left, so that was plenty of time for us to go down the field and short field.
2:18, I was saying, bro, we have too much rhythm on offense. McDaniel's just in his fucking bag right now, and I don't think. I said it yesterday. I saw more open receivers and more like scheme open receivers in one game than I did in Floyd's 3 years.
All the years that he was, because we had a 80-year-old offensive coordinator, and then we had 2 offensive coordinators kept tripping on each other. I don't know who called the plays or who did what. There was not a system, and let's be clear, he was trying to sabotage the shit out of this kid. Let's be real. Now that we know the truth about all this shit, he wasn't about that Tua life, Nick. But McDaniels is. And hopefully Sunday that will.
What did you guys think about Gesicki's gritty?
Dude, that shit's hilarious because even that funny guy Bob Maneri, whatever the fuck his name is on Instagram and Twitter, he did a voiceover of his thing. He goes, he's having a fucking seizure. I don't know, it's shit fucking hilarious. So I tweeted him. I go, hey, you made it when this nigga voice. He's the guy who does the voice for Buffalo Wild Wings. Look him up, Bob.
Where did you see it, on Twitter or on Instagram?
Yeah, on his page. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it, bro. I want to see it,
bro. He's like, oh, this fucking guy got the touchdown, and now he looks like he's having a fucking seizure.
And then they were talking about like how, because McDaniel had a press conference today, if I'm not mistaken, after a meeting. And he was talking about.
You see what I mean when I tell you that shit always goes long? I've been trying to close out for a minute. You keep. No, but go ahead, because I'm gonna pull that video real quick.
They were talking about how like McDaniel came out and he was like, oh, so whatever, talking about the players, talking about how big the game is this week and all that, like, how does it feel to have opportunity with having such a big game early in the season at home or whatever. And he goes, yeah, we just finished up a meeting. We went through this and that. And then, I kind of put a tutorial in front of the team of for Gesicki of, how to gritty. Like little things like that, bro. Like Flores doesn't do that. Like,
what's one thing actually that you mentioned him talking? He said to the guys that he wanted the Baltimore game to have a little bit of adversity, like even trailing if they could, to see how the guys reacted. Well, let me tell you, motherfucker. And it's what he said. He goes, they took me too literally because.
Yeah. And how about Omar Kelly saying that being down 21 in the fourth quarter is not adversity? Stupid ass. Yep. You didn't hear that? You didn't see that?
No, I did not see that.
That guy's an idiot.
I don't
think
that guy's an
idiot.
He was like, no, being down.
Where's he at now? Didn't he leave the Sun Sentinel?
He's in some podcast now.
He's a producer for I Am Athlete.
Yeah.
Like for Brandon Marshall and these. Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, but they split too. Like Brandon Marshall's with Channing Crowder and all these guys, and they all split up.
I like Channing Crowder on
it's a whole little
the
drama. It's a whole little drama with that shit.
Yeah, but Brandon Channing Crowder he has his own podcast with The Pivot with Ryan Clark and
But they were together. They were before that. They were together in I Am Athlete. Yeah. But they split.
Oh, up. I didn't know that.
It was Brandon Marshall, Crowder, and Ocho.
Right.
Bro, speaking of Ocho, bro, real quick on Twitter this weekend, bro.
Yep, I saw it.
You saw it?
Yep.
Dude, people are too sensitive, bro. My God. Well, I don't know just to catch you up, Alex. Ocho Cinco had tweeted he was going to go to IHOP for breakfast. And I wrote, well, listen, don't give your location because it hasn't been working out too well for some rappers lately. And, dude, the people just, oh, you think that's funny, huh? Oh, this guy's a fucking loser. And your podcast sucks. I can tell. I'm like, nigga, you couldn't handle my podcast, you sensitive little bitch. Bro, and I looked the guys up. One had 13 followers. The other had 11. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. But it was, like, ridiculous. And then I kept fucking with him. They're like, oh, this guy keeps on going. I'm like, yeah, I just kept fucking with him and fucking with him and fucking with him. And at one point I told him, go fuck yourself because you can't come at people like that and talk like that to another man because you won't say it to my face. Like, yeah, I would. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Fucking, you got to leave your mama's basement for that shit, nigga. So that shit was hilarious, bro. It was hilarious. You saw it. So, all right, look, real quick. Let's see if it'll come out. Fuck.
And touchdown, and he's going to do the gritty. White boy doing the gritty, and let's take a look at the replay.
White boy.
I don't think that is the gritty. I believe he's having a fucking seizure on the field. His arms are all fucked up.
Can you hear it or not? I don't know if you guys hear it.
I heard it.
Bro, I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, send it, bro.
It's too funny, bro. That guy's hilarious. Go to all his videos. He does the voiceover on a bunch of different sports stuff, little kids and playing football, and it's just, and he curses like crazy. He's the guy who does the voice for, like I said, for the Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, I'll send it to you guys after we're done here. So let's go ahead and let's close this out. All right, so gentlemen, again, pleasure having you guys back on. We'll do this next week, hopefully after a Dolphins impressive victory because 3-0 to beat these three teams, it's impressive. So until next time, gentlemen, vaya con Dios.